looks so dark and scary, like a murder documentary. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm so cold! Kind of. I'm from the north, so it's like I'm cold, but then again I have this big fluffy bathrobe on me, so I'm kind of warm. So I'm going to explain to you a series of events that happened in the course of a week. Not even a week, actually. Not even a week. I took a trip to Maine. That is why I did not upload a video that Friday, but who cares? So, that visit to Maine was the first time that all of my family on my mother's side had been together for years. And there's a reason for this. First of all, my mother's side of the family hasn't always been known for getting along with each other. We do get along, but some of us, not kids, from time to time. And in the past, it's all meh, but whatever. Also, one of my mother's sisters, one of my aunts, she has a family of 11 kids? Maybe. So a 4-hour drive, not 4 hours, it's not 4 hours for them, it's like 16 hours for them. A 16-hour drive with 11 kids in the same vehicle. And they drive straight to their destination. They don't stop at all. And the other we're just kind of scattered all over the place. I mean, we're all pretty much on the right side of the country, but we're kind of just everywhere, and it would be a pain for us to see each other all the time. Also, like I said, 11 kids, maybe 12. There isn't lots of room for all of us at the exact same time. There aren't enough houses for all of us. So we have to, like, deal with that once at least every 3 years. I don't know. I don't remember last time we were all together. But on to the fun part. I might change the lighting. I don't know if I can. It'll just be dark and mysterious. I don't think that's better. So, my family arrives. The rest of the family's already there. They arrived before us. They arrived like Monday or something. And we were arriving, I think, Wednesday. So we already missed a few days of fun, but that's fine. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. The big idea was kind of to get like family photos. We did that 1 year in the past, like way. That was like maybe 5 years ago. Jeez. And we wanted to do that again. It's just we would take one giant photo, like one with all of us, every single person, and then we would take like different little photos, like the grandparents with one family and the grandparents with like another family, and then the grandparents and all their daughters, stuff like that. And that's fun. That was fun. Except the days leading up to that, everything kind of started to die. And by that I mean people. They didn't drop dead. They would just die. So this happens, I swear, almost every time like one of those families goes to Maine. It's like you go to Maine and you get sick afterwards, or you get sick while you're there, or someone else gets sick while you're there. I don't know. It's just fun. And this is like my family's worst fear. One of us, I forget who, threw up. Now my family's filled with a bunch of stressful people on my mother's side. Not stressful. Well, kind of stressful. Stressed out people who tend to throw up. As like in Maine, the families in Maine tend to get bugs, like stomach bugs. So they're known to all get sick from time to time. And it's the worst thing in the world for all of us. We hate it. It's our least favorite kind of sickness. I mean, it's anyone hates it, but us specifically. I think it's getting slowly darker. So, one of the families, like, just kind of completely got sick. The one with 11 kids. I think one of them on the trip up got car sick and threw up, but that was circumstance, and it was one of the little ones. So it was, and still don't really know if there was a stomach bug or just, I don't even know, because everyone was fine. And then people, just one by one, started throwing up. It was horrifying. Started dropping like flies. All the boys from all the families were staying in a camper next to one of the houses, and one of the boys threw up in the camper. And some of the other guys come to the house that I was staying in with my cousins, and they just come in, like, they get, I don't know, I forget what it is, just to spray because it was good at start smelling. Fun times. And they come in and they just say one of the guys threw up, and we're like, another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And that night, me and my cousin Melissa were just waiting for the inevitable. We were just waiting. We were scared that we were going to throw up. And it was so agonizing. We're like, come on. One of us is gonna throw up, let's just do it already. And one of the other girls that was staying in the house with us, she got sick. And so she went to our grandparents' cabin where the rest of her family was staying. And she just stayed there because she wasn't feeling well. And one of our cousins that was sick also came to the family gathering with the photos afterwards. And she seemed fine, but we didn't. Me and Melissa didn't really like that she was there because, I mean, she looked fine, but she had just thrown up earlier that day, so kind of sus. So, that night, me and Melissa, we took a different tactic to defending ourselves from whatever was getting everyone sick. We slept in one of the cars in the garage. It was fun. It was fun and dandy. Totally fun and dandy. It was kind of miserable. It was surprisingly comfortable. We slept in the back, and I was like scrunched up, and we put there was like a cup holder / armrest in between us. So we stacked our pillows on it, and we slept on it. So we just slept like this. It was surprisingly comfortable. I was expecting my back to like hurt from sleeping in a fetal position, but no. I woke up and I was like comfortable. You know when you wake up first thing in the morning and you don't want to move because you're so comfortable? Yeah, sleeping in the car did not stop that experience. So me and my family quickly retreated from the state after that. Not really. Me and one of my siblings were supposed to stay an extra 3 days. But I guess we decided not to do that, even though everyone was fine. The people that we were going to be staying with they were fine. They were feeling a little under the weather, a tiny bit for a little bit. But after we left, I kept asking Melissa on updates for the family. She said they're all fine. So I missed out on what could have been a lot of fun for the next 3 days, but God works in mysterious, sometimes disgusting ways. Throwing up. Over 30. There were over 30 people there, and almost half of them threw up. It's kind of disgusting. Kind of just the stress of just knowing that just a few steps away, and like the houses were right next to each other, so they were right next door. And like they were throwing up. Just knowing that there are people over there just throwing up is fun. It was fun. Oh, it's fun. No one. Wait, no, that's a lie. Actually, when we got home, a couple of my siblings threw up. I don't remember if all of them threw up. I did not throw up, but my younger siblings definitely threw up a couple times. I wasn't that worried about it because I was feeling fine. But my little brother, he wanted a bucket by his bed, which that brings back so many memories. Just the comfort of having a bucket. I don't know what it was, but sometimes the comfort of just holding it was enough to keep me from throwing up. Am I the only one that had that? Like a specific thing that I had every time I threw up? In this case, a bucket. That just holding it and like looking inside of it just gave me comfort and kind of slight nostalgia. When my family would get sick with a stomach bug, we would always watch movies like in the living room, like Abbott and Costello or something, to I don't know, just so we're not just standing waiting to throw up. But this was years ago, before there were millions of things to do besides sit around and watch a movie with your family. And then one of us would just randomly throw up. Like we're all in a circle in the room sitting on the couches with buckets, and then one of us randomly just throws up and then continues to watch the movie. Family. I feel like every time the family gets together like that, someone ends up getting sick. And our family does not have the strongest of stomachs anyway. So if one of us is sick, you know they're gonna throw up. There's no question. Like, one of the cousins is sick. Oh, no. Like the first shot of a war fired, and you just know it's about to rain down hellfire. I think usually my family is the exception. I mean, we usually retreat, like we did. We just left early. We didn't want to have any part of it. It's like, what can I say? I don't know what it was. That's the weird thing. Like, none of us have any idea what it could have been, because we were all feeling fine, and then we just randomly threw up. I mean, I didn't, but... Mother just opened the door, and I don't know if she saw me or not. Some of us think it might have had to do with the fact that we had Chinese the previous night. A couple people... I don't think anyone threw up before we had the Chinese, except for that one cousin that threw up because they were car sick. I don't know. Some of us think it might have been because the bigger family hadn't had Chinese food for a long time, or whatever they do, it just doesn't sit well with them. But they're not the only ones that threw up. A mystery. The mystery of 2021. The Bro family reunion and the mystery of 2021. We'll probably never know. It's probably just a case of the weak-stomached losers. But yeah, I don't think there's much more to the story. That's kind of just it. But that was what happened to me last week. It was 2 weeks ago. And I will be going to Maine again on Thursday for stuff. Stay tuned. I'll probably make a video about it. I might record a little bit in Maine and show what's going on, what's the happy haps. But yeah, I'm excited to be in the where it all happened. The great upchuck of 2021. The projectile vomit of 2020. Okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry.